So today I'm going to be making something called poor man's goulash. And what I have here is 1 pound of ground beef, 123-ounce can of Campbell's tomato soup, and here I have a large box of elbow macaroni. With this, it's very simple. It's definitely a recipe that you can cook if you've fallen on hard times because it's only a couple dollars to make. I personally always have portioned out ground beefs in my freezer, so you could just pull it out of the freezer, use the Campbell's from your prepper pantry. I'm sure you guys all have this, and I'm sure you are stocked up on pastas too. Now, you can add anything you want to this. You can add a green pepper and make it more of like a chop suey, or today, for example, I'm going to add 2 cans of mushroom stems and pieces. I don't over flavor this. Sometimes I'll use a chopped onion. Sometimes I use onion powder. It all depends on what you like, what you want. Today I'm just going to use onion powder because it's convenient. And I hope you guys are all stocked up on your seasonings because that's super important for when you're not really having much to work with and kind of got to flavor stuff and make it taste good. So today, again, we're going to be making poor man's goulash. You don't have to use elbow macaroni pasta. My grandmother always used long spaghetti. Or you can use a penne, a ziti, a rotini, whatever you like. Doesn't matter, whatever you have. So let's get into it. So here I already have the noodles boiled. You have to boil them till they're al dente. You don't want to make them too soft because you're going to let them cook a little bit more in the tomato soup beef mushroom mixture. Okay, now we're going to add our ground beef.
Yeah. Now it's added in.
You're going to cook this until it's nice and brown. And then you're going to drain the grease. And once you drain the grease, then you are going to add, I have in a little cup over here. In this little cup, there is 1 tablespoon of onion powder, maybe a little bit more, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. Now that the ground beef is browned, I'm going to add my mixture here. And my mushrooms. My noodles are good. And now we add the tomato sauce. So when you add the tomato sauce, or I'm sorry, the tomato soup, you let this simmer for about a minute. And I always add a little extra onion powder or extra onion, so that's actually what I'm going to get next. I'm going to give it a little sprinkle of onion powder once I get my noodles in there. And once I get my noodles in there, I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes. So let's add our noodles. You want to get them nice and coated with the tomato. And now you add a little extra onion powder and mix that all up. Let it cook for another minute or two. You want the noodles to soften up a little bit because remember they were al dente. And then you guys are all set to eat your poor man's goulash. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, I need to figure something out as far as where I can hold the camera because I'm holding it in my hand. So it's a little all over the place, but you got to see a super easy, cheap meal. You probably have all of this stuff in your prepper pantry, and it's kid friendly and everybody likes it. So take care. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a good Monday.